Shit. Alright, there we go. Back to it, gentlemen. Gonna start in about 40 seconds. Just added 25 pounds of this. Got it hooked up in my climbing harness. Got the toe shoes on. One thing walking backwards does, other than that, quad development or whatever, terminal knee extension work for that knee rehab, is it really helps strengthen the feet and toes too. So we're gonna start getting to it, guys. Got 10 seconds. I'm gonna do 5 minutes one way, 5 minutes the other way. Let's see, 3, 2, hell, I'll go and start. Fuck it. It don't gotta be exact, you know what I mean? So just a little bit heavier today, but nothing too crazy. Figured I'd go live again, why not? Gonna keep me interested. It is kind of a boring exercise. Just like walking can be boring. It can also be meditative, but I'm just not in the mood to meditate. I'd rather just talk to the screen. It's a little bit harder. I'm already feeling it. I'm only about 1 minute in, and I'm feeling it. Last time took about 2 minutes for me to feel anything. So this is gonna be probably 50% harder at least. My knee already feels a ton better just from that one session yesterday, which is good. I pretty much expected that to be the case. That's how potent this exercise is. Do it 10 minutes once, you're gonna be feeling a hell of a lot better. Especially if you aren't like injured. Like, I'm not injured, I'm just feeling like I'm leading. Like I'm down the path of injury. So I had to intervene with these kind of rehabilitative or prehabilitative, there's a buzzword for you, exercise. Prevention, it's key. Pretty sure it's ran over some dog shit. I don't know if that'll improve friction or make it worse. So if you can prevent things, if you can be in tune with your body to the point where you can, like, what's the word for it, predict injuries before they happen, so you can then intervene, start taking yourself down a path towards strength rather than injury. I've injured my knees before, so I know what the feeling is. So I gotta do something before I go down that road again, because I've been there before and it ain't fun. Yeah, this is harder. Getting a lot of breath. Ooh. Now I was watching some like climbing videos earlier. People are tripping, man. All these videos that have these like titles that are like, if you want to break through your plateau, you gotta do this, this, and that. It's just such like generic advice. I'm so tired of seeing shit like this. little cookie cutter programs. People are more complicated, man. There's so many factors to consider when like choosing exercises or programming training blocks for oneself or for another. It's like you can't just give everybody the same shit. A dude I climb with occasionally, I hadn't seen him in a while, and I was like, you know, what happened to this dude? Dudes at the gym were like, oh, he injured himself because he was doing this program. This freaking, 20-year-old dude gave him that climbs like 6 grades above him. I'm like, dude, of course you hurt yourself. You can't do this shit. This guy's a little older than me too. I think he's like 34 maybe, or 35. I'm like, bro, you're 35 years old. I've been climbing on and off for like 1.5 years. How are you gonna hop on the same program as a freaking 20-year-old climbing like V11s or whatever? And it's not his fault. I'm not blaming him. Let me turn around. I'm not blaming this dude for being ignorant, because ignorance is not a crime, you know what I mean? If you don't know something, you don't know something. That's all it is. But still, it's like, how many people are out there making that same mistake? You know, just thinking, hey, if I train like, whoever, if I train like Magnus Mitbo or, whoever the fuck, insert pro climber or like really good climber, then I'll get better too. It's like, I don't know, you might. Or you might just fuck yourself up. Because instead of listening to your body, you're listening to this external source, this other person online or whatever, telling you what to do, telling you what's up, when you should be focusing internally. You know what I mean? Of course, it takes experience. Takes a little experience and some trial and error to figure things out for yourself, but I feel like that should be the end goal of all trainees, in my opinion. The end goal of them, should be able to branch off from the cookie cutter stuff your trainer gives you to be able to train yourself. It's kind of like that old, what's that old saying talking about something about fish? I can't even think. This is starting to get me out of breath now. What's so you can teach a man to fish? You know what the fuck I'm talking about, probably. I'm at the point now where like the oxygen is going to the muscles in my legs instead of my head. I can't even finish my sentences. It's burning. Feels good though. Got a little bit over 2 minutes left. So yeah, man, you gotta teach people how to do something for themselves if you're a trainer. In my opinion, a good trainer does that. You can't just, you don't want to teach them to be dependent on you. Try to advance their knowledge to a point where they can be independent and train themselves effectively, utilizing the principles they've learned from you. To me, that should be the goal of any trainer worth a fuck. Tell you what, it feels so good. Might do like a minute more than 10. We'll see. I got about 1:15 left. Maybe I'll let the timer go out, I guess, and I'll do one more lap on this side. And then I'll call it. Feeling good. Man, personally, I had a bit of an experience like this where I was actually trying to do the beginners program with the knees over toes guy stuff. And I was finding it was actually hurting my knees because it was too frequent for me. I was already climbing a lot and getting into positions where my knees were over my toes a lot anyway, so it was like, overuse, kind of. So I had to stop it. I even talked to the dudes. They're pretty. I gotta give it to the knees over toes team. Pretty solid with communication. I was just like, look, I think I'm gonna do a little more infrequent or whatever. And they were like, oh, we can like pay more for like a more personalized training program. It's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm just gonna take, turn that timer off real quick. Just gonna take what I've learned so far and just apply it to my current regimen, which is what I do now. Now I only do that stuff about once a week. But I am doing the sled drags now every day. I'll probably do that for every day for like a week and then kind of taper off from there. Alright, this might be good enough. That was about 11 minutes. Only 10 really necessary, but what can I say? I'm an overachiever. Anyway, I don't know if anybody's even gonna watch this damn video, but that's about it, guys. So next time I'll probably add a little more weight. Maybe I'll put another 45 on there instead of 25. Try that tomorrow. But so far so good. Knees already feeling better. I take a lot of falls and stuff when I climb, especially when doing hard stuff outside. I'll fall a lot and land on my feet. It might be like uneven ground or something. So I think that's what's been messing with my left knee. So I gotta be careful of that. And yeah, man. We climb to the gym tomorrow, I think. I'll see if I can film some of that. If not, then whatever. No big deal. Y'all take it easy. Take anything for this video if you watched it all the way through. Take this, man. You gotta learn how to do stuff for yourself in your own way that works for you. Take what's useful,